Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday. It's your friend Marissa. We are doing a late night live. We haven't come to you for a while with our kiddos. As you can imagine, if you've been following us for a bit, we've been quite busy with lots of kiddos coming in and out. So I had a little downtime today and thought that we would reconnect. So I'm going to introduce you to some of our kiddos. Some you probably know, some might be new to you. The little one that you hear barking in the background is our newest addition to the pubble. That's Mr. Universe, and he's currently separated from his friend Pink um, because we want to make sure that they don't have any viruses. So, anyway, this is our friend Paso. Paso is 3 years old. He was a stray. He came in to this pubble really I would say high anxiety. And as you may have heard, he bit a couple of staff members, myself included, but he was just having a really hard time decompressing. But, a couple weeks and he's been great. We have been showering him with love and snacks, of course, because most pugs will never turn down a snack. He prefers dry cookies with peanut butter on top. So I sneak him a couple of those every once in a while. But he is seizure prone. He does have seizure history. He had a seizure while at the shelter before he got here. And then he has had, I believe, two seizures in the meantime. He is on medication right now. So his seizures, although we would prefer he not have them, they haven't been too long in duration, which we're grateful for that, and he seems to bounce out of them pretty easily. Look how fancy his bow tie is, little whales. Pasto's a great kid. He would do best in a home where his family is either works from home or is home a lot. I really feel like he kind of has a little separation anxiety, I will say, when I visit him and then, walk away to go tend to my duties. He does start to cry. So I think he would do great with someone that's home a lot. We tried him in our Gen Pop area, but he got a little overwhelmed and kind of got in the middle of a tussle. So I think he would probably do best in an only dog home. But, depending on the temperament of your kiddo that you currently have, if you have one, we might be able to do foster to adopt. He's a great, great kid. Lots of life left in him, obviously, and just needs some patience and understanding from his soon to be forever family. So that's our friend Paso. We've got Becky G here. Sleeping. Becky G, this is, I believe, her second time back with us. She was in a home, but she was showing a little bit of, gosh, I hate to use the word aggression, you guys, but I think you know what I mean. Like she's just very particular about being the only kid in the house. Whenever she was in Freebirds for a while. And whenever we would give the other kids in there some love and attention, she would get very upset. So Becky G would definitely do best in an only dog home. And I would also say a home without kids, just because of how reactive she is towards dogs. I'm not sure how she would be towards children. But other than that, she's a great little girl. Lots of spunk. She's very feisty. And she's a cool kid to have around. So that's our friend Becky G. Sleeping, kind of. Oh, look at this handsome boy. This is Fiero. Hi, Papa. So Fiero has been with us, I think a year and a half now. I'm sorry, you guys. I can't bring the zoom out. Okay. Anyway, he's been with us, I believe, about a year and a half now. He is just over 3 years old. We call him the COVID kid because he was born during COVID, and because everything was shut down, he didn't get to really socialize much. So he's kind of a tough one. We had him in Gen Pop for a little bit, and then he kind of got mad at one of the other girls in the room with him, and they got into it, and he just doesn't really back down. So it's probably best that he either goes to an only dog home or there we go, a home where he can be the alpha, because he's definitely an alpha kiddo. Otherwise, Fiero is awesome. He's got a lot of life in him, lots of energy. If you ever have volunteered here or visited during open house, you'll see him bouncing up and down in his pen. He's just so happy to see humans. He would be a great kid to, you could take hiking. um, we have a hippo program here, which we'll get into later on. But his hippo friend, who has been with us in the program for years and years, she's so great with all of our kids, but especially those that are a little tougher. Um, he had a slumber party at her house last night, and um, she said like he just wanted to play and play and play. He gets a little nervous in the car, so we do have him ride in the carrier just because it's more enclosed space. It makes him feel a little safer. But other than that, he did really well on walks. When he saw other dogs, he didn't charge at anybody. He was very well behaved, loved all the humans that he met. So he'll need a little bit of patience. He's very treat motivated. He's very, very smart. He'll be very easy to train, but he just needs to be socialized a little bit. My favorite thing about Fiero is, especially this time of night on my shift, I'll come through this area just for a poop and pee check, and he's got himself like blanket burritoed. He makes a little fort out of his blankets. I think it's a little too warm this evening for that, but usually he's completely tucked under his blanket. It's really cute. But that's our friend Fiero. His next door neighbor, Grizz. Hi, Papa. Look at those handsome eyeballs. This is Grizz. Sweetheart, I forget how old you are, my love. Let's see. 7. So Grizz was an owner relinquished to us, and I do apologize, everyone. I can't remember the reasoning for it. This guy is really, really sweet. He's taking a little longer to decompress. But great kiddo. He does kind of like talk a lot to Fiero, but he's obviously, he's a beautiful kid. I think he's probably very active. We haven't been able to really get him out into a yard just yet, but he's always in here like busy with his toys and wants to know what's going on anytime you walk past his room. So I personally am still getting to know his personality, but so far he's been very, very sweet. So that's our friend Grizz. Okay, across the aisle, there's our friend Astro, who is adopted. He's sleeping. You guys, you remember Riff? Riffy, Riffy, Papa. There he is. Hi, handsome. How are you? So Riffy was just recently brought back to us. He was in foster. Riff is about 7, 8 years old now. He originally came to us with some pretty bad skin on his chest and his belly. It's gotten better. The Just Food for Dogs diet is amazing. We have him on the venison diet, which has helped, and then of course special baths. Rift is one of those kiddos. Anybody that's typically over here in VIP, they're over here because they don't really love crowds. So Riffy is definitely one of those kids. He's not great with other dogs. He definitely wants to be the only one in the home. I would say an only dog home, and I would say a child-free home as well. Rift has been, a little history of biting. So that's, we obviously don't want kids involved in that. But I will tell you, this guy is so sweet. He lets me give him belly rubs. He needs eye medication twice a day. He's always great letting me get, in his face to do his eye meds. He's never tried to bite me at all. He's really good with I think pretty much all of our staff. So he's just another one that just needs a little patience, a little understanding, and he just wants to be the only one in your home. So that's our friend Rift. Next door we have this handsome cowboy. Look at him in that bow tie. My goodness, these bow ties. Okay, I'm sorry, I forget how old you are, my love. baby. 2. Cowboy, 2 years old. So he's over here because he, I think, partially wasn't feeling too well, but also he can be a little rambunctious with the other kiddos. No fights or anything breaking out, but sometimes he just plays a little too much. Loves, loves, loves his stuffies. So I think that was part of it. He tried to hoard all the stuffies that were in the Gen Pop. But I will tell you another thing this kid loves: blueberries. One of our wonderful volunteers, Misty, brings the kids treats. She'll bring them blueberries or watermelon. And sometimes I'll throw them in their dinner just to, something different for him. And this guy went crazy. Um, I offered him a couple more and he just snatched them right up. So blueberries definitely on his list of favorites. But Cowboy's great. He's good with other dogs. He, like I said, VIP area is typically reserved for the kiddos that don't get along in crowds. But he actually didn't do too bad with the other kids. So look at those teeth. That's our friend Cowboy. We'll head over here to Gen Pop. Got a lot of kids sleeping. This is Corbin Dallas. This guy is awesome. Let me see if I can get his face for you. Oh, it's kind of dirty, you guys. I'm sorry. There he is. Corbin has that classic, what I call walrus face. His little jowls hang down so low. And he also, he's got a little sachet in his step. I always loved, when he was in ISO, I loved taking him for walks because he's just got a fancy, stride about him. He's a bigger boy, so I think he's like 20-something, 30-something pounds. And he just carries himself so distinguished and fancy. Hold on, precious love. Hold on. But I think this is his second day out of ISO. Doing great with the other kids. There's, a couple times I've looked in at him and he seemed a little overwhelmed, but there he is. Hey, Corby. Corby, hi, Papa. Hi, Papas. But he's managing. He's doing good. He's holding his own. Let's see there. Oh, there's that handsome face. He does get eye drops a couple times a day. I think he might have slight sight impairment, but not enough to really make a big difference. He gets around just fine. And sight impairment, I would say, is just, typical pug eyes with the keratitis over the eyeballs. So that's our friend Corbin Dallas. Look at that man. Desiree, right? I obsessed with him. He's just as handsome as can be. Let's see who else we have in here. Here's Soka, right here in the green. I'm trying to back up so you can see him. There he is. Soka is definitely full of energy. Hold on a second, you guys. I thought he was adopted. Oh, no, I guess not. Okay. Very, very energetic. Loves other dogs. He does not have good boundaries, I would say, though. He loves dogs so much, he doesn't care if he's invading their personal space. He just loves to be around them so much, loves to play. He's super sweet, very active, so he would be good in an active home. He'd be good in a home with another canine friend that he could kind of romp around with. But look at, he's a beautiful kid too. Look at that face. There he is. And a happy tail. Oh, here's our friend Dinwiddie. I forget how old this sweet boy is. Hey, sorry, handsome. Oh, he's 4. There he is. So I think Gwen just did a post about him today or yesterday. Great little guy here. He's kind of I would say a little introverted as of right now. He's doing okay with the other kids in the pen with him, but kind of like Corbin, sometimes I look at him and he seems slightest bit overwhelmed. But it takes them a little while to decompress when they first get here. And if they're from the shelter, we put them in our ISO units for 10 days just to make sure they don't have anything that can be contagious to the other kids. So then once they come out of ISO, it's kind of like a round two of decompression because then they're getting around other dogs and different personalities. So, but so far so good. He's doing great. Another great boy. He's got some meat to him, so he's a good sized kid. But who cares, right? He's awesome. I love this guy. Who else do we have in here? Let's see. We've got Bryce sleeping. He's snoring. I don't know if you can hear him. If I remember correctly, Bryce was a stray. I'm sorry, it's not much of a view, you guys. He was a stray, I believe. Let me see how old this sweetheart is. 2 years old. Soka is casting the shadow. Has to be aware the action is. Hi, baby boy. I'm sorry we all woke you up. Look at that face, you guys. Oh my goodness. Bryce is a great kid. When he first got here, he was pretty verbal when he was separated, and we had him separated just to do a Giardia check, which is a virus in the intestinal tract that can be contagious to humans and other dogs. So when he was in isolation, he was very vocal, very upset, obviously. And now that he's in with Gen Pop, he's quieted down a bit and feels kind of at home, I think. He's a great boy, great personality, another one that gets along really well with other kiddos. Obviously, he's in Gen Pop, but he really, really loves all the dogs. He's always happy to see everyone. So he's another boy that would be great in a home with another dog or two, probably even children. I think he would be okay with kids. But he's a sweet little man. Look at that face. What else did we got? We got our friend. Is this Darwin? Hi, love bug. Let's see. He's gonna check your age, my love. Oh, 10. Okay. Darwin is 10, you guys. Look at that handsome, handsome face. Darwin's a great boy. Not too much of a peep out of him when it gets a little rambunctious around here. He kind of just hangs kind of on the sidelines watching all the action. Another awesome kiddo, great with other kids, would do great in a home with other dogs too. Look at him. There's Soka again. Let me get in here. I think that's Barbie and Ken across the way. Hold on a second, you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, cool. Let me try to sneak in here and not upset anybody. Okay. Oh, Barbie's sleeping. Hi, Papa Bear. Hi, how are you? I don't have your age. Barbie and Ken. I think they're 4 years old. So we've got Ken here. Soka, of course, hamming it up. There's Barbie girl. Hi, Mama. She got a little tongue out. Today before dinner, she did the greatest awoo, where she tilted her head up, gave out the biggest howl, and backed up as she was howling. It was so cute. Oh my God, it was so cute. Look at her feet, you guys. Look how sweet. Like little Dalmatian spots. These two are absolutely bonded. Staff thinks that Ken is more reliant on Barbie than vice versa, but they're definitely a bonded pair. They must go to a home together. When they first came out from ISO, Ken was very excited to see all the other kids. So he was a little much at first for his roommates, but he's since settled down, especially since Barbie's back out here with him. She had a little bout of an upper respiratory, so she had to be separated for a few days, and he wasn't happy about that. So I think he was acting out more than anything. But these two are so cute together. It's not unusual to see them pretty much cuddling any time of the day. And if she's somewhere with another, canine friend, Ken is not too far behind, making sure she doesn't get attached to someone else. So that's Ken and Barbie. I see you, Soka. I see you. Oh, look at Corbin. Look at that handsome face. Hi, Corby. He's so cute. Can't take it. Okay, let me sneak over here. Oh, look at that handsome man. That's our friend Frederick over there. It's okay, sweetheart. It's all right. Here's Frederick. My very favorite thing about Frederick is his head tilt. Every time I look at him, he acts like he's got a question on his mind. Frederick just had knee surgery, and he has healed very well. He wasn't too happy about being separated, but he's doing great out here with the other kiddos. I'm really surprised he's still here. He's handsome. He's a good guy, very well behaved. So I'm puzzled as to why Frederick is still here, but he's a great boy. I feel like he's one of those kiddos that would do great in a home by himself, so he can get all the attention. But he doesn't mind having a friend. I'm sorry, I'm being attacked by kids. No, Mama. I think he'd be okay with um, like one other canine friend in the house. Frederick, I will say, does not really like having his ears or his face messed with. When we had to do ear medication for him and kiddo C wipes for his nose fold, he was not very happy about that. So, he doesn't mind being pet, but he just doesn't want you messing too much with cleaning and whatnot. But Frederick's a great guy. He's another one that's got a really cool little trot, too. I love this kid so much. We've got Canyon next to him. Canyon is actually part of a bonded pair. Her other half is currently in ISO for an upper respiratory. So I think she's just trying to snuggle up with whoever she can because she misses her sister so much. But it's Canyon and Sequoia. They must go to they must go to a home together because just like Ken and Barbie, they also are very bonded. And we've got Sharon Brooklyn. I think these kiddos might be adopted already, but another bonded pair must go to a home together. Very rambunctious kids, I will say. They're very young girls, I think, so they've got a lot of energy. They like to kind of stir the pot here in the beach side of Gen Pop. Let's see who else we got. Got little Chuka here. Little reverse sneezing, Mama. You okay? Roger, yes. Frederick, you will not be disappointed if you could meet him. He's a really cool kid. Oh, sorry, sweetheart. He's such a great boy. Oh, hey, Carl. How are you? Thanks for the check-in. Let's see who else we've got over here. Where's our friend Orly? Orly. Mama. Hi, sweet girl. This is Orly. I'm sorry, I'm being attacked by Sharon Brooklyn. Hold on, baby girls. Hold on. Shh. Okay, we're not going to fight. We're not going to fight. I'm going to show kindness. We're going to show kindness to each other, you guys, okay? Be kind. Flossie, be kind. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. Back to Orly. So Orly's been with us for quite a while, too. Many, many months. She came in, she had a litter, and all of her babies have obviously been adopted. As you can see, her left paw is a little deformed, but I'll tell you, this girl is very, very fast despite that. She's pretty much adapted to it. We talked to our vet about, would amputation be a better idea? But because she's so acclimated, there was no need to put her through that. So, Orly, madam, we're not going to do that, okay? We're going to show kindness to our neighbor. Come on. Orly would probably do best. She's in Gen Pop and does well with other dogs, but I think she would absolutely love to be the only dog in the home just because she craves attention so much. I will say that our thing about Orly around here is she doesn't quote unquote present well. So she's not really great with strangers. So if you are interested in Orly, it may take a couple of visits before she really kind of gets, into you. Just something about meeting new people. She gets really upset when we have visitors come. Sometimes we have to put her in the kitchen with the other kids, just because she sometimes gets upset when visitors come. But we've had a couple other kiddos who have had kind of the same trait, and they're now in their forever home. So it's not impossible. But Orly, she's a younger kiddo. I forget how old she is. Excuse me, madam. I can't see her. Let me see how old my friend Orly is. She's 2. Sorry, you guys, it's mayhem over here. Orly's 2 years old, so she's got a long life to live, lots of love to give, and very, very active girl despite her deformed hand. So someone come give this little girl forever home. She loves us and we love her, but I think she's ready to get out of here. So we've got next to her sweet Dahlia. I fell in love with this sweetheart, I think because she looks so much like my little Mr. Penguin. But Dahlia is 2.5. She is, I believe, partially blind. I don't think she's fully blind. But this girl gets around very, very well, very, very easily. Look how cute she is. Dahlia, you're beautiful. Look at your happy tail. She, as tiny as she is tiny but mighty. When it comes time for dinner, she and Orly are the 2 loudest ones in the pen, especially if you don't get the dinner to them fast enough. She's got a lot of spunk too, lots of personality, but she's very tiny. So she's one of those kiddos you could probably throw in an oversized, well, not throw, but put in an oversized bag and take her out and about with you. I think she would do really great in a stroller. She's another one that I think would do well with other dogs in the home, but I don't know. I think she would really love to be the only kiddo. So if you have other dogs in the home, though, don't let that stop you from coming to see our friend Dahlia. She's so cute. Making a little nest. Okay, we've got Toby over here who's adopted. We got our friend Gabler here. Gabler, Papa. He's got a handsome Thanksgiving bandana on. Okay, ladies. So Gabler is blind. He has both of his eyes are atrophied, so they're very small. They kind of sit back in the eye socket. So he doesn't see at all, but he knows his name pretty well, and he really gets around without much issue. The blind kiddos always amaze me how well they acclimate. They just map their space out in a couple days, and it's like you forget that they can't see. He's a great kiddo. There he is. He's so handsome. Good with other kids, but I will tell you, he is another one kind of like Soka. He loves other dogs so much that sometimes he doesn't honor and respect boundaries. So every once in a while, we have to come in here and kind of break up the party because he gets a little too excited. But he's such a great boy. He's so handsome. There he is. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. He loves the ladies too. Okay. Chuka, I'm gonna stay in here, sweetheart. Oh boy. These 2, Cher and Brooklyn, are escape artists, so we have to be very careful with these doors. Okay. Chuka, I'm gonna have you stay in here, Mama, just till I'm done, okay? I'll come get you in a couple minutes. Okay, you guys. Look who's in here. Our friend Poppy. Hi, Mama. How are you, Pops? So, Poppy is really quite an amazing creature. She came to us without any use of her back legs. She needed to be expressed. She was what we call a dragger, And we thought, well, let's try some stretchies for her. So we started doing stretchies twice a day. And I'm going to tell you, this little kid, she like trots now. She can get a little bit of a run to her. Um, and we also took her off the expression list. So she's able to poop and pee on her own. Despite that, we do still suggest that you continue to check her for urine, because although she's able to eliminate on her own, kiddos like her are very prone to urinary tract infections, and it's just one of those things that you want to stay ahead of. So still check her a couple times a day, but she can get it on her own. Poppy absolutely must go to an only dog home. She is not good with other dogs. We've tried her a couple times in Freebird, and she's just not having it. She wants to be the life of the party. So definitely an only dog home, which I know can be tough because we love to have friends for our kiddos, but she definitely needs to go to an only dog home. Mama, come over here, sweetheart. Let's see. Look at you. Look at you, good girl. Good job, Pops. She's so sweet, so gentle, and so loving with her human person. And just she's another one that just wants to be belly rubs all day and hang out with you. So if you work from home, or perhaps you're retired, or work somewhere where you can bring your kiddos to work, she'd be an awesome kid to have. So that's our friend Poppy. I forget how old you are, Mama. Oh, sorry, sweetheart. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Three. Yeah, she's about probably 3.5 by now. You sweet Pops. She's been with us for a little bit, huh, sweetheart? Beautiful girl. Beautiful. Okay, friends, let's see who we got over here. Oh, we got our friend Dawson. And oh, you can't see his face. I'm sorry, you guys. He's another one, kind of like Paso, who came in pretty high strung. Um, he does have a caution on his door. There he is, Dawson. Well, I think I have the flashlight on. That's why their eyeballs look weird. Okay, that's Dawson. um, so handsome, you guys. And I've tried to sit in his room with him just so that he can kind of get used to us. I haven't bothered to try petting him yet because I know that he is not really thrilled with that just yet. We've had some staff that have tried to pet him and he wasn't too happy about it. So I've been trying just to sit in his room with him so he can get used to me and feel comfortable. But this is another one of those kiddos I think that's going to need a little extra patience and a little extra time to acclimate to his new home once he gets there. We like to say anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks for the most part for decompression and getting used to their new home. But kiddos like him, kiddos like Paso, they might need a little extra time. So just someone who understands that and is willing to give them patience. But we're not sure how he does with other dogs because he's been in his own room. We don't want to, overdo it for him. We don't want to, he's already here and having a tough time. We don't want to throw him into Gen Pop on top of it. So I think he'll probably do well with other doggos, but we'll see. We'll see. That's our friend Dawson. Okay, let's sneak over here. Let me see if I can turn this flashlight off. I don't know what it did. Okay. Got a couple new kiddos here. I'm going to pass them by because they're fresh. Here's our friend Myrtle. Myrtle! Myrtle! I love this lady. This is Myrtle. Oh, you guys, she has cataracts, I believe, so she does not see. Look at that beautiful face. I know it's a little hard to see because it's dark in here, but she's so beautiful and so gentle. We just got her fecal today, so we'll be sending that out for testing. And if she doesn't have anything, we'll probably bring her out to meet other kiddos in the next couple days. I know she's a little under the weather, so we'll see how she does. But oh gosh, I love this girl so much. I come in here to do her eye meds, and she's just so gentle and just wants to be loved, like all of them, right? That sweet Myrtle, she's 5 years old. Sweet and gentle girl. We love you, baby love. Okay, we'll head into. Oh, what of our weekend hours? Whether it's to volunteer or to adopt, we do ask that you make an appointment. So you can always email us. I believe it's info@pugnationla.org, and we can get that information to you. Thank you for the question. Here's Cammie. Look at her harness. Little pigs. I forget how old this sweet girl is. Oh, she's got a full tie. Okay. She's 5.5. Okay, there she is. Hi, beautiful girl. Cammie. We got some little ones in here, you guys. Sorry. So Cammie's 5.5. She came to us. I forget the name of her ailment, and I don't even want to try it and embarrass myself. But basically, the gist is, when she got here, her jaw was pretty much locked. And so she had a difficult time eating for a little bit. We had to kind of, I don't know if puree is the right word, but we really had to water down her food so that she could just kind of slurp up what she could get to. She's been on medication for a couple months now, and I'll tell you what a huge difference. This girl can open her mouth now. She can stick her tongue out, which she does sometimes. She's found her voice, so sometimes she'll start barking, especially, of course, at mealtime. And she does a little dance too. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, the way, kids. Cammie's great with other kiddos. She also is part of our Hippo program, and she just recently got assigned to a human who's a great volunteer. She's been in the program for a while as well. And I know Cammie was a little shy at first. So I think once you meet her, there's a chance you may not see her true personality the first time, but let me tell you, like, it's worth the wait. She is just an awesome girl. She's funny. And again, good with other dogs, any age, temperament, and she's really, really good with them. So that's our friend Cammie. Next to her is our sweet boy Snowman. Hi, Snowy. Hi, Snowy. So Snowman has been with us for a little while now, and we believe he's maybe Puggle mix. He's not full pug, that's for sure. But he's another one who's very, very smart. He is actually Leslie, one of our management staff. He is her favorite. Don't tell the other kids. But she loves Snowy so much. And Snowman is great. Like, he knows how to sit on command. He'll shake on command. At dinner time, I'll call his name and open one of the kitchen kennels, and he'll run right in because he knows it's time to eat. So he's another one that, you could probably train him to do tricks. He's very treat motivated, of course. And, he's really good with the other kids. I feel like he's kind of an old soul. It's okay. It's okay, Snowy. He can't see you, Papa. He gets, for like, as, big and kind of tough as he presents, he's actually sometimes a little nervous. He gets startled easily, and sometimes even the puppies can startle him. So I don't know what happened to him in his previous life before coming to us. I do remember when he got here for the first few weeks. When we would serve dinner, he would bury his food under his blanket and lay on top of it. So we're just not really sure what kind of condition Snowman was experiencing before getting here. But whatever it was, it still has kind of stuck with him. He's got a little emotional scarring, but oh my gosh, this guy is a great boy. Very lively and active, and he'd be another one I think would do well in an active home. That's our friend Snowman. Okay, you guys. Favorite kids here. Don't say anything to don't tell anyone my secret, but Tua is one of my favorite boys here. I love this kid. I mean, look at that face, first of all. Dewey. Tua was, I believe, a stray. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get his face, you guys. A stray in Mexico, and then I believe was in foster for a little bit, and then made his way here. He is such a sweetheart. One of my very favorite things about him, besides when he sticks his little tongue out, is when he wants attention. I wear rain boots to work, and so he'll try to like climb my boots so that I'll pick him up and hold him. Dewey, can you see your face, handsome? He's trying to groom himself in the middle of life here. There he is. Sweetheart, let's see your handsome face. Let's see. Tutu. Tua is 7.5, and he is blind. Oh, it's okay, Snowy. It's okay. He can't see you, sweetheart. Let's see. I'm so sorry, you guys. Trying to get his face, but he keeps turning. Like I said, he is blind, but again, like all of our other blind kiddos, boy, does he get around easily. He knows his way around the Freebird area. There he is. Look at him. Oh my gosh. It's so hard for me to not want to sneak away with him. So over here, he likes to sleep on the shelf over there, where all the water bowls are. And sometimes we can't find him, and so we're looking around, and then there he is, tucked under the table with the water bowls. So good with everyone, you guys. The puppies, all the way up to the seniors. He loves to play still, although really his favorite place to be is with the humans. So he would do great in a home with another dog. He would do great if he's just the only one getting all the attention. He's just a great package of a kiddo, so you can't go wrong. And again, with the blind kids, don't let that deter you, because they really do acclimate, and they make it work. So obviously, if you have stairs in the home, you want to make sure that they're guarded from that, because you don't want them falling down the stairs. But otherwise, they don't let the blindness deter you. He's such an awesome kid. And that face, that face. Okay, let's see. I've got Rampage in my lap. I forget how old this kiddo is. There's Ruckus over there. Okay, Tutu. Okay. And then we've got Rampage. Hi, Pumpkin. I forget how old those two are. Oh, are you eating stuffing? That's not a good idea, sweetheart. Let me have that. Let me have that stuffing. Thank you, sir. Gosh, you guys, I'm sorry, I forget how old these sweethearts are. I want to say maybe 4 months, 5 months. Anyway, young puppies, very active. These two have really grown quite a bond with each other. We wouldn't consider them bonded only and must go to a home. Obviously, they're adopt them out separate, but they really are just so much fun to watch. They chase each other around in our Freebird area, and sometimes we'll see them just laying here together, spooned in the bed. Great little boys, so sweet. And puppies can be quite a handful, as anyone who's had one knows, but with patience and good training and consistency, you grow up to be good kids, huh, guys? I think these kiddos had some eye issues, so I think there might be some sight. I don't want to say impairment, but I do believe that they both had ulcers when they came in, and we treated them for them. So That's Ruckus and Rampage. Okay, I gotta get up and finish live, you guys. I wish I could sit with you all night. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me, little boy. Thank you. Okay, okay. Thank you, love bugs. Tua. He's so tiny in that small package. Okay, we're gonna check in on some other puppers. Here's my Montague and Mr. Penguin. Mr. Penguin's wild, you guys. Okay, here's Susie Sue. And we've got Shoshana hidden in there. Shoshi, Mama. Hey, girl. And then we got Lima Bean in there. So you guys, our puppies typically are waitlisted, and what that means is if you are interested in getting a puppy, we'll put you on a wait list. We have people who are specific about a certain age and color that they might want, and so once that becomes available, we'll just kind of go down the line of the humans that are interested, and if your number comes up, you get to take the pups home. So these kiddos are still very, very young. They're in here because they're not fully vaccinated. So we're trying to keep them away from the other kids so they don't get any kind of sickness. But those are our sweet little ladies. Let me do the check-ins. Thanks for the check-ins, you guys. I wasn't sure if anyone would be able to check in at this hour. So we've got Tracy Rose watching from Charleston, South Carolina. Oh, flew in from LA. Nice. And Diana Kleist, I'm sorry, I hope I'm not mispronouncing your last name, from Arizona. And Hua, how are you? From Porter Ranch tonight. Nice. Nice to see you, Hua. Well, not see you, but see your name. It's late in the day, you guys. Okay, couple of announcements. First one is we have the Hippo program, which I was talking about earlier. So this is our hippo wall. We've got our current hippos and their kiddos that they're linked with in the days they come in. And then over here we do spotlight pug or pug mix, whoever. And this is basically, we write a little bio about the spotlight of the week, just to give people more information and try to get them a little more visibility. And then over here are our friends that are in the program already, and then friends waiting for friends. So we're going to add to this wall tonight, but and then here we have journals for the kiddos that are in the program. So basically, if you've been a volunteer and have, there's a certain amount of hours that you do need to complete in volunteering. And then once you've completed those hours, if you'd like to dedicate an hour a week of your time to one of our kiddos, we will link you up to someone who needs a friend. So for instance, we've got Becky G looking for a friend. And these kiddos that are in this program are mainly those who we think might not get adopted right away, who might be a little tougher of the crowd to find a home for, or who just need a little extra TLC, like the Passos and Dawsons of the world. And basically, like I said, you'll just come in an hour a week. If you want to do more than that, we love that. And you can just hang out with your kiddo. We can open up the backyard for you. You can hang out there. Fiero's hippo, she takes him for the slumber party last night, like she did. Sometimes she'll take him out, just to go to a park and walk around. So basically, if you want to do a slumber party with your friend, you do need to be house checked first, which we can get that going for you. But it's basically just, spending one-on-one time with a kiddo assigned to you. And in the journal, we just ask that you write a little note about them. You don't have to write every time, but the notes that are written in the journal go home with them. So once they get adopted, their family gets a little extra information about them and their personality. So if you're interested, we would love to hear from you. You can email us at hippo@pugnationla.org, and we'll answer any questions you have. Lastly, you guys, one of our many favorite times of the year is the calendars are coming out. So if you're interested in having one of our beautifully put together calendars, I feel like they just get better and better every year. And the pictures are hilarious of all the kiddos. So each month has a different kid, not necessarily kiddos here, but people who've adopted from us. They've got pictures of their kiddos in there, and it's just so colorful, so beautifully put together. It's $27 for the calendar. That does include your shipping. Go to our website, pugnationla.org, and you can reserve your copy. Those should ship out, I believe, beginning of December, I believe. So anyways, you guys, so sorry it's been forever since we've connected with you, but hope you all have been well and are having a wonderful Saturday. Hope everybody's just doing great and having just a wonderful holiday season if you do celebrate. We'll try to get back to you again sooner than later. But in the meantime, hope you've enjoyed seeing all of our kiddos, and we just thank you all for your wonderful support and your shares and your likes and donations of monetary and towels and buying things from our Amazon wish list. Every little bit helps, and we're just so grateful for each and every one of you. So oh, we've got some more check-ins. Let me get those before we head out. Andrea Mays checking in from Long Beach. We've got Hillary Roman watching from South Dakota. Wow. Trisha, how are you? Hello. Nice to see you here. Tara, I know. Tara Powers watching from Riverside. Let me tell you, one of the hardest things about this job is staying focused on my work and not just laying in here with all the kids. It's very hard to be well behaved. Oh, wonderful. Tracy, yes, please connect with us about being a hippo. That would be wonderful. And Andrea, this kiddo right here, that's our friend Corbin Dallas. Isn't he cute? Let's see his face one more time, you guys. There he is. Papa, they love you, sweetheart. They love you. You're friends. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I better go because otherwise I won't get my work done. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye, Deborah from Oregon.